Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all of my favorite products of 2019. I'm going to start with my favorite foundations. So these have been my favorite foundations for a while: the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Dose of Colours Meet Your Hue Foundation. So I actually love the bottles, they look so nice. So they're both full coverage, they just have slightly different finishes. The Dose of Colours is full coverage with a matte finish, and the Nars one is full coverage with a radiant finish, as the name suggests. So I actually love mixing them together. I find that it gives me the perfect finish. It's not too matte and it's not too dewy. It's just like a really nice, healthy looking glow to the skin. And the shades I'm using are medium 1 Punjab from Nars and 116 light medium from Dose of Colours. These actually both have a really similar consistency, so like when I pump it onto the back of my hand, I mix them together. They're just the same thickness, if that makes sense. So they're really easy to use together. I don't actually have a favorite primer. I was using the Fenty one, but that one's just like a moisturizer on my skin. It doesn't really like fill in my pores or smooth out my skin or anything. I don't know, I just found it to be a little bit basic. Like, I mean, I could almost just use a moisturizer and it will do the exact same thing. I have oily skin and my pores are just like around this area and on my nose. So if you've got any suggestions, make sure you leave it down below. So my favorite brow products have been from Benefit. So I first go in with the Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade number 3. I use this to outline my brows and just add a bit of shape. I love this because it has a spoolie on one end and a really fine pencil tip on the other end, so you can get like really natural hair strokes. After I use the pencil, I'll go in with my brow powder. So I use the Foolproof Brow Powder, shade number 3 as well. And I'll just use this to fill in my brows. So I just love using a powder to fill in like the most part of my brows, especially like towards the outer half, and I find that this one's really good. I love that it has 2 shades, a darker shade and a lighter shade. It just makes it really easy to use. So yeah, I've been really loving that. And then to set my brows, I use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. So this is really good as well. I love the packaging of Benefit products, they're just so adorable. So here is the little bottle. And with this, it's really good because it holds product on both sides of the wand, so you can kind of disperse the product on the brows and then comb it through with the bristles on either side. It's just a clear brow gel, but I find that this one works really well. It keeps my brows in place and lasts all day. I have 3 of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I purchased last year. So this is in collaboration with Makeup by Mario, Kim's makeup artist, and it's called the Artist and Muse palette. I love these 2 colors in the middle. They're really unique and I like that they put those in there because it's something a bit different. Instead of just being like a really basic neutral palette, you can do a lot with this palette. The formula is really good and blendable. You don't get that much fallout and everything is really pigmented. It's really easy to work with, so I really love the KKW eyeshadows. The Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. This is just the perfect neutral palette. You've got your light cream shade, you've got a matte black, and all the colors in between to create a day to night look. I mean, you can really do so much with this palette as far as like neutral looks. So here are the 2 palettes side by side. They just have a lot of colors that I just reach for all the time. Everyone probably knows that Anastasia eyeshadows are quite like powdery, so you just want to be really light-handed when going in there with your brush, otherwise you can get a lot of fallout. Love the packaging. It does get dirty, but I mean, the feel of it is just so nice. It's like velvet. 14 shades in this palette. I just think it's like the perfect neutral palette. If you don't own this, you need to get it ASAP. Lastly, I've got the Bybel and Anastasia palette. It's like a glossy finish to the palette, so it's really easy to keep clean. Here's what the palette looks like. There's a lot of really pretty unique shades in here, which is why it's one of my favorites, because there's a lot of colors that I don't own in my collection. I'm wearing this one on my lower lash line today, just on its own. It's called Mandala, and I just think it's such a pretty duochrome shade. There's some neutrals in here, but you've also got a lot of really unique colors, like these ones at the top here. These ones are really nice foiled eyeshadows. I love these two. They're like slate grey colours, which I think are really in at the moment. Of course, I love my bronzy colours, my brown tones. So from Colourpop, I've got Supershock shadows in Amaze and Birthday Cake. So I've had these for a little while and I love them both. I'm wearing Amaze on the centre of my lid today, and it's just really shimmery and pretty on the eyes. I love the formula of the Supershock shadows, so I actually need to get some more because they're so nice. This is the 124 pigment from Inglot. It's one of my favourites. As you can see, really pretty bronzy colour. I don't really own too many pigments, but this one is definitely my favourite. I love the undertone of this. It's like the perfect bronzy colour. For eyeliner, I have the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, which I'm actually wearing on my eyes today. I think it's a really good felt tip liner for beginners because it has a really fine tip and it is flexible and it's really easy to build up the colour as well. It's really black, lasts all day. I just love this. Next I have my Inglot 77 gel liner. So this is the blackest liner that I own and that I've ever used. You get 5.5 grams, which is a lot. This will last you a long time. The formula is really creamy, really easy to use, and again, it's waterproof, so once it sets, it's not going to move. For mascara, I have been loving the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. This is what the wand looks like. I love wands that look like this. They're just like kind of like fiber bristles. It's not like the silicone brushes. I don't like those at all. This is really black. It really coats my lashes and it kind of separates them but adds volume at the same time. So this has to be my favorite mascara, and it is drugstore. You can get it from Priceline. I have a couple of eyeliners. So I use these ones all the time. I've had these for so long. So I've got nude and I've got a brown one. These are both from Rimmel. You can get these from the drugstore. So the brown one is called Sable Brown and this one's just called Nude. And I am wearing the nude one today along my waterline. These are the Scarlet Lashes from Hooded Beauty. These are really dramatic lashes. Just when I do a really dramatic eye look, I'll wear these. The lashes that I'm wearing today are from Ardell and they're the Faux Mink Wispies, so you can see them on my eyes. They look really natural. It's just a really great like soft glam lash. To set my face, I have been loving the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder for a very long time now. So I use this in the shade Darkest Brown. And I use this one to set all over my face. It has really good coverage to it. It just makes your skin look really smooth and airbrushed. I love this powder. I've been using it for so long. To set my under eyes, I have the Ben 9 Neutral Set powder. I'm wearing it today. I used it to bake and it never gives me flashback. So I think this will work on a lot of different skin tones, but yeah, I have been loving this one for a long time now. I've got two highlighters that I have been using non-stop. So I've got my Inglot Soft Sparkler. This is a baked highlighter and it's really pretty. It's in number 51. I always use this when I want to look super glowy and it just gives like a really nice fresh glowy finish. And if you wet your brush to apply this, it's going to give you the most beaming highlight, which is not really my thing, but I know there's a lot of people out there who do love that really intense glow. So just a little tip. And I also have my Milani Instant Glow powder in number 03. So this one's a nice golden highlighter. I love the undertone of this. It's just like a really nice like champagne gold. It's such a pretty highlighter. I always use this to highlight my collarbones and my shoulders and just anywhere on my body, my legs. It just looks so good on the skin. This is a Milani blush. It's number 08 Tea Rose. It's a matte blush and I love this because I'm actually wearing it today, especially when I've got a more dramatic eye look. I just want something really subtle on my cheeks, so yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite blushes. I have two of my favorite bronzers, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and Give Me Sun, and my Fenty Sunstalker bronzer in Private Island. They both have a matte finish. They're really warm on the skin and especially when I have a tan, I love them. I'll just give you a little swatch. So this one is MAC and then this one is Fenty. They're both really warm tone bronzers. They both have a matte finish. I love them both. I'm wearing the Fenty one today. I have a few concealers that I've been loving. So my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer has been a favorite for a really long time. This is a nice full coverage concealer. It really conceals under my eyes, anywhere that I want to conceal, and it also highlights my face. And the other concealer is from Dose of Colors. So I've got a highlighting shade and a cream contour shade. So I use 10 light and 24 dark to contour. I'm using them both today, and as you can see, they just look really nice on the skin. They blend really well. I will say, if you're cream contouring with this, you need to blend it out straight away and be really quick, because once it sets, it doesn't want to move. But otherwise, it's a really great concealer for cream contouring. And I also love the applicator. It's really big and easy just to apply and blend out. To contour the skin, I've been loving my Shade and Light palette. So this is the Duo. It comes with the shades Lyric, which is this one. So I use that to brighten my under eyes. And then this one's really good for contouring, chiseling out the face. These are really pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And I love how it comes in this Duo, and it's got this nice big mirror. It's just really easy to travel with, and yeah, really great product. I've been loving that. Also, my Hoola by Benefit bronzer, I've been loving for the longest time. I've hit pan on this, so I'm probably going to be repurchasing this really soon. But this is one of my favorite contour powders that I've been loving for like years now. I have been loving the Tatcha Satin Skin Mist to just set my face. Besides the packaging being so pretty, the actual product is really nice. It doesn't like make my skin feel really tight, and one thing I really love about this is it doesn't leave water droplets all over my face. So it has a really fine mist, and that's something that I really love about it. Because I have oily skin, I use the satin one, and I don't know, it just gives me a really nice healthy finish to my skin. I have 3 of my favorite lip liners. I have Nude 1 and 2 from KKW Beauty, and I also have my MAC Strip Down Lip Liner, which is an all-time favorite. I'm wearing Nude 1 on my lips today, and Nude 2 is a little bit darker. You've probably heard me talk about this before. I've got 2 MAC lipsticks, so I've got Honey Love and Creme de Nude. These are like 2 of my favorite lipsticks from MAC. They're just perfect nudes. Honey Love is a matte and Creme de Nude is a cream sheen, so it has more of a glossy finish. Creme de Nude is definitely the lightest nude. I love putting this in the center of a lipstick that's a little bit darker, and I can just smell these. Who else loves the smell of MAC lipsticks? And this lipstick from KKW Beauty is my favorite. It's 1.5. I'm wearing it on my lips today. It's just like the perfect nude. It's slightly more peachy. KKW Beauty have really nice formula lipsticks. They're really creamy and they're just really comfortable on the lips. The packaging is really cute as well. So yeah, that's another one of my favorites. I have this liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. It's called Truffle, and it's just one of my favorite colors. What I love is the applicator. It comes to a point, so it's really easy to kind of line your lips at the same time. It's like a neutral kind of pinky brown like nude color, but it's not like really light, so it's really wearable, and I just love this. Overall, I really need to get some more products from Dose of Colors because they're just so good. And lastly, I've got 3 glosses, which is my favorite. I love a nude glossy lip, so I have the Nars Turkish Delight lip gloss, which is what I have on my lips right now. This is like a really milky light pink nude, and what I love about this is if I've got a lipstick that's a bit more peachy or a bit more brown tone, I'll put this over the top and it kind of neutralizes it because it is more of a pink. Next, I have the Inglot Sleeks lip gloss, and this is in shade 92. It's a really neutral kind of beige undertone gloss. It's really glossy on the lips. It's not sticky at all. I love the formula of the Sleeks lip glosses. So this one has to be my favorite color out of all of them. So lastly is the KKW Super Nude Gloss. This is one of my favorite nude lip glosses. It really gives you that like pouty look because it is so light. I just put it on the center of my lips. So yeah, one of my favorite glosses again from KKW Beauty. So those are all my favorite products of 2019, and of course I'm going to continue using them. So let me know what some of your favorite products are in the comments below and I'll try and check them out. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.